Good evening, Spartans. This is Spartan Grimlock here, and I'd like to welcome you all back to the channel. I've got a very special review today, as we are going to be taking the time to open up the Hammond collection Therizinosaurus. I was on the fence about this guy for some time after picking up the Giganotosaurus, only because he was on sale at the same time as the Giganotosaurus, and it was like one or the other. But after taking some time and thinking about it, going back and watching Jurassic World Dominion again, I'm like, I need it! I mean, what's better than having the Giganotosaurus, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the Therizinosaurus all together from that climactic battle scene that was in the end of the movie? I mean, there probably is stuff that's better, but you can't top that. I mean, this looks amazing. Look at the promotional art on this packaging. It looks really great. I love how all these Hammond Collection dinosaurs packagings have been coming out. I mean, they put in a lot of detail in the last few releases. I mean, I think Giganotosaurus, despite having a few faults here and there that I've noted on some other channel reviews, and the Therizinosaurus have been two of the best releases this year. And we're going to find out why I think this guy is so great after the jump. I've got my Therizinosaurus out of the box, and I have to say, I am truly impressed with what I see. This figure is
perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
It stands well at 11 inches tall when you have it in a full upright position. It's 17 inches long. That's including the tip of the tail right here. But yeah, it is really nice. I really think that they pulled out a lot of stops to make this screen accurate. I only have one problem with it, and that's the glass eyes that they gave us, like all the other larger dinosaurs for the Hammond collection. Because if I can remember correctly, I'm almost 100% certain, at least in one of the eyes, the Therizinosaurus was blind. But what can you do? I mean, it's a great figure. Hammond Collection has been putting out some really nice stuff lately, and you can't ask for more. I mean, as far as the articulation goes with this guy, just like with the Giganotosaurus, there is that ball joint in the head, so it can look up, down, gets a 360-degree motion of the head, has some good articulation there. It has some articulated mouth with a hinge joint. Unfortunately, there is no articulated tongue. There is some good detailing here on the teeth. It has some of these rubber teeth here. It's pretty nice. They're in both the top and bottom part of the mouth. I think that's a pretty good little effect there. Definitely makes it where if the kid's playing with it, they're not going to cut their fingers on a sharp piece of plastic. Let me fix the... Go. As far as the neck has articulation. It's on a ball joint. It can go straight up, it can go straight down, can look side to side, has 360-degree range of motion. The biggest thing, though, that I wish they had done is I wish they had done the same thing with the neck that they had done with the tail. I wish that it had been like a soft rubber plastic and had a wire frame in it along with the ball joints, so we could get a little bit more maneuverability with the neck, put it a little bit more complex poses. But I don't think the Therizinosaurus was in very many complex poses during the movie, so we can overlook that. As far as arm articulation goes, we have the hinged ball joint right here. Can go up. Therizinosaurus gets a 360-degree motion. We have the hinged elbows. Very nice. They as well have 360-degree motion. The same with the hands. There's ball joints in there. And the really cool thing is the fingers. The nails and claws are all articulated. So that's really nice. I love it. I think that's a pretty cool gimmick. I love it when you have figures that have like long fingernails or claws and stuff, and they have articulation to them. I think it really adds to the aesthetic of the figure, and it definitely warrants the price point that they sell them at. Continuing on with the articulation, there is like a ratcheting joint here in the leg, as you can hear. It has a little bit of a swivel hinge joint. You have the jointed knee, which gets the 360-degree motion, like all those do. It has a joint here. That's once again a 360-degree motion, kind of gets some good swiveling on that. The same for the feet. The feet have a ball joint in there, some good posability out of that. Really like it. I think it's a really cool effect when you put that stuff in there and then they are utilized correctly. And as for the tail, as I've stated, it is a rubber piece and has wire in it. So it can be bent in a lot of different poses and it can help to counterbalance the weight of the figure. Definitely something that we need with our dinosaur figures. Am I right? As far as paint applications go, we've already discussed about the eyes. I'm going to zoom in on that real quick. Just show you. There's your glass eye. It's a little hard to see, but it has a little slit mark in there. So when you move the head around, it kind of follows you. I still wish that the eye had like a clear white plastic to it so we could have gotten the feel that it was blind like it was in the movie. But I'm not complaining. Just a little detail I think that was overlooked, but I think they wanted to keep with the whole glass eye following you when you look at the head. Pretty cool. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of nice paint applications here and detailing. You've got some different type of scaling here. The feathery fur going all along the body, stretching all the way down to the very back of the tail. Then it kind of ends here at the top of the thigh, along the back of the arm and the forearms. You have your beautiful sculpting in your toes. And the paint application is just nice. I really love this washing they did. This red wash along the feathery back of the Therizinosaurus. Even that little bit of kind of emerald painting that they have there in the eye area is really cool. Can't ask for a better paint job on a dinosaur figure. I'm pretty sure you can ask for a better paint job. But as far as Mattel figures go, this is definitely top notch. One of my favorite releases of this year, if we get right down to it. Especially with the fact that they took this time, they put like a kind of a grayish wash into the claws of the Therizinosaurus. And I like that. It kind of gives it like a weathered look since these are like really long claws. So obviously to keep them trimmed, it'd probably be scraping against trees, rocks, whatever to keep them from being too long. I'm making an uneducated guess here, obviously. We don't have a Therizinosaurus around for us to actually know if that's true or not. At least not one that we know of. I think it's pretty cool. I like the figure. It's really nice. It was really well executed. You couldn't ask for a better Hammond collection dinosaur, especially if you just now got into collecting them. Because I know they're very hard to come by. They're getting sold out everywhere. My target just happened to get 6 of these in and 7 of the Giganotosaurus. Already had Giganotosaurus. Clearly going to pick up the Therizinosaurus. As far as scaling goes, it is very small in comparison to the Giganotosaurus. And I've got the big guy right here. So let's move the Therizinosaurus forward. Unfortunately, the big guy's probably not going to fit on the camera, and I'm going to have to hold him. But yeah, there is the Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus is about like 29 inches long. That's including the tail. And he is barely on my camera. And that is a big boy. It is a huge boy. Another scale comparison, move Therizinosaurus back, is my Hammond Collection Dilophosaurus. And I feel that that's pretty accurate representation. I like that. Pretty cool. And just to give an idea of how different the Hammond collection is to the Amber collection, I'm going to compare Therizinosaurus to Clever Girl. One of my first Amber collection raptors that I got. Love her. Think she was great. Pretty bummed that they didn't continue the Amber collection line, but I got all of the Raptor squad before that happened. So win. And lastly, we're just going to compare Therizinosaurus, scooch up here again, to Tyrannosaurus Rex. And Therizinosaurus is almost the same length as a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Fortunately, I have to hold her because the position that I have her in, she doesn't stand very well in. The ball joints on her feet have been getting kind of loose. But there you have it. That is my review on the Therizinosaurus. I feel that if you are a fan of dinosaurs, you're a fan of the Jurassic World franchise or Jurassic Park for that matter, it is worth the money. Would it be better to wait for it to go on sale? If you're on a budget, definitely, but it is definitely worth the $39.99 that I paid for it at Target. It is definitely something that has impressed me. I think it is an amazing figure. I feel that any dinosaur collector should have it in their collection. It is great. I love it. Like all the little details about it, all the big details about it. I mean, I'm a sucker for these articulated fingers. The fingers are great. I think those are awesome. But if you definitely want to pick up some dinosaur figures, I have to say, go to your local Target, see if they've got it in, pick it up, add it to that collection. I mean, I certainly did. I was on the fence, and I'm glad that I decided to jump off that fence because this is great. I love it. I think it's great. So, with that, we're going to be concluding the review for tonight. As always, if you all like the content that I'm putting out, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. I really would love to hear from all of you. What are your favorite Hammond collection figures? What are your thoughts on the 2024 lineup of figures? Have you added Giganotosaurus to your collection? Are you adding Therizinosaurus to your collection? Is there anything about the Therizinosaurus, if you have it, that I don't know about? Please share. I would love to know. And with that, I shall catch you on the flip side.